My name is Michael Bertrand, married to my wife Alexi. She's not here right now, but we're from Denver, Colorado, born and raised. We actually heard about Tardus through a number of different podcasts we were kind of listening to. The first one we listened to, I was curious about it, but once I heard some things, I was just kind of like, I don't know about this. But then I heard it again, and I heard it again, and I thought I got to figure out how the numbers work. And so once I actually had the call and talked, and I started to math it out, and the numbers worked. The math doesn't lie, and so it was just that's kind of how we found out about it. And so it's been a great journey so far. I was definitely skeptical. Definitely starting just mentioning things that I wasn't familiar with, like getting lines of credit and how to use leverage and these different things. And then once you actually realize that it's absolutely necessary, and that these are the secrets the 1% do, and that's why we're here, is we want to join that 1%. So yeah, definitely some skepticism, but after learning more about it, and that's the great thing that Tardus offers, is the education, is they help you feel comfortable with these new principles, these new things that you learn, and they do a lot of teaching, and that's been the best part for sure. I'm a registered nurse. I actually work from home for perioperative business services, so hospital administration, and then my wife is a lab analyst, so she works for city government and does water quality testing. So some crazy mindset shifts were definitely using leverage. That was one big mindset shift. Also the importance of taxes on your situation, no matter what your situation is. We're not super complex with our situation, and once we actually can see the numbers, that's been a really groundbreaking in terms of how far we can actually go and how much more money that we can contribute towards the snowball. So that's been really helpful. I look forward to my meetings absolutely every single month with Tinley. She is the absolute best. And yeah, my wife, it's so funny. She's like, you need her. You need Tinley. Like she's like, you can't miss your meeting. You need Tinley. Like she does a lot of ledge talks and helps me. I've got a million ideas in no direction, and so Tinley helps me to stay in a lane and pick a lane and kind of figure out where we want to go, and she works with us with what we want to do in our goals. And so she's just been terrific and flexible, and yeah, I don't know where we'd be without her. So our first 6 months with Tardus, we primarily just had our W-2 income, but then we sort of primed the pump, so to speak. We had a lot of idle money that was sitting around in different places, and so we wound up sending that over for fast burning fuel to sort of start things up. Our cash flow commitment was $5,000 a month. We make 10 and we spend 5. So we had $5,000 to commit, and then in addition to that, we also used some of those idle funds in order to kind of jumpstart things and get things going. So after 6 months, I don't recall the exact amount of passive income that we had. Now we're a little under $10,000 a month in passive income from $5,000 of W-2 contributions. So it's pretty groundbreaking. We actually found out today that if we implement some of the changes that were talked about, that our financial freedom date was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so I'm about ready to call my boss right now. Yeah, so it's pretty amazing how you can make that number move by making some simple changes. So it's pretty earth-shattering when you actually can see it and look at the numbers. Yeah, so what it's doing for myself and my wife is it's really provided a lot of peace of mind. The snowball, for us anyway, is a fantastic backstop. We know that doing proper due diligence, is incredibly important, but we do know that we're able to make those decisions confidently just because we have the momentum that was created by the income snowball. And so we know now that we can make those decisions confidently, putting our best foot forward and not being sitting paralyzed in fear that these things are going to ruin us. So we're really comfortable and confident with making those decisions. And with $10,000 of passive income a month, that provides a lot of flexibility. Some advice that I would offer to new people: you have to give them a call. Just give them a call. You may be skeptic, and that's okay. There's absolutely no problem with that, but you need to actually put pencil to paper and look at the actual numbers, because the math doesn't lie. There's all of these different ways that you can measure things. There's different ways that you can learn about things, but really you have to make the decision yourself, and you have to just take the leap and do something that's going to impact you. There's a big thing that Robert Kiyosaki and a lot of business professionals will say is go out and try and fail. You have to go out there and fail and give it a try. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to fail with Tardus, but you have to get rid of that fear of all of those things, and this is just the first step. So absolutely make the call, just give it a try. You won't regret it. Absolutely won't regret it. So some goals that we have now, originally it was just, let's just replace our W-2 income and let's just live and just, do what we're doing now. But now that we realize the possibilities, so now our goals are to travel way more so we essentially want to live for a year in different countries all over the world. And now we know that we have the ability to do that. When we actually look at the numbers, we're just like, man, we need to be thinking bigger and understanding that we can think bigger. And that's thanks to Tardus.